Well, hello, 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 and what a surprise. What a surprise, right? Sunday morning. Why? Because more and more gets found all the time. You know, if you know me, I only do these live streams because I'm too busy to do editing. I have my fair share of trolls think that I've never ever thought about editing before. Did you know there? Yeah, you could do some. Probably think about doing some. Have you ever heard of editing? It's like, guys, before you start giving me these spontaneous pieces of advice, you know, you really should think about that when you talk to people who are running businesses. The last thing they want to hear from you is advice on how to run their business. I've seen it before. I'm just going to go through the motions here and make sure I'm heard, because last time I didn't hear myself. I had the microphone muted. So here we go. And a thumbs up already. Hey, there we go. Busy is a good excuse. Yeah, live streams are good because I can respond to Dan Rodriguez, who just gave me a nice comment about that. And why does it do that? I don't like this. Okay, there you go. So I do have the comments. Thank you, Dan Rodriguez. Thank you, Joe Archuleta. And it's so true. Now, I do want to get to what I was looking at and talk about it. I do thank you so much, Dan, for what you had told me before. I believe that was you. You gave me some little correction out there that was so true. I cooked toast. I just started cooking toast. I'm like, oh yeah, start the live stream. So let's just go to the big picture and straighten it out. Maybe I'll get a drink instead of my toast. And as you can see, we have Africa. There's been so many things we've found. Yesterday I did an hour-long video on Herodotus and his description of the nomadic tribes across here, Libya, at the time they called it, right? Which includes part of Libya. You see that line there. I'm like, what's that line? You know, and I see it from space, and it really catches my eye, this line right here. And why? Because it seems to go all the way up. But anyways, back to what I really called you here. Oh, look, it goes across the Mediterranean. So many lines. Okay, sometimes I got to put a stop to my theorizing, because it is a little bit too incredible sometimes. But let's talk about something I've mentioned before, which is these lines here. And I always look at these lines here and say, wow, those are they're not actually straight. And I talked about the lines down here that I found as well. Those are so straight. They're very straight. I mean, honestly, to me, they're too straight to be sand dunes. I mean, later on down, when you follow them down to the south, they get pretty shaky, but they're still, they're so suspect to me. These lines here do disappear over time. Here you don't really have these little mountains anymore. They kind of disappear, just like the Kalahari canals, which I think are very suspect, and no way to say that those weren't created. The Kalahari canals are vast, over 700 miles, and they're not sand dunes. They were rivers and canals. And that's what I think we saw down here. And I got in an argument on Reddit. Reddit is such a great place to meet friends. And I found a lot of... Wait, where's my comments? Did I close the comments? Wait, I guess I closed them. Okay, let me open them back up again. Close the comments? There we go. Okay, thank you. My morning time here is 10:25. Okay, I'll show you that in a second, but I just wanted to mention that these also look suspect to me. As you can see, that's what a river does. A river changes. When I first saw this, I'm like, look what they did. I'm like, wait. That's a natural effect of how a river will change. But then you see canals that were put underneath them. Like, they didn't change. Those straight lines, what were those, sand dunes up here? I don't know about these as being sand dunes, and the reason why is because you've got that hard looking bedrock sticking through them. So I did a video on that. Now, where are we? If you're not sure, we are near Timbuktu, Mali, right about there. Now, it quickly turns into Niger, I think. I have to put the lines back on. I don't really want to, because I didn't really want to look at borders. But I think it's important that you know where we are. And this is all in Mali. And down here, the thumbnail of this video is also part of Mali. And let's take a look at that. Because as you know, I've been showing you, for example, and I know you might be getting bored with it, these Tibesti Mountains, this work here is quite incredible. And it just goes on and on and on. I'd like to visit that place. Don't think I could. I found more of this stuff. These little bobble, what do you call these? These little smooth looking rocks. This machining, I found more down there in Mali. Now, it's not this perfect, in my opinion. But let me show you. And this was just last night I found it. Let me first get north, get 2D, and scroll out of Tibesti Mountains. Now, if you didn't see the video I did on these circles, they're called circular dikes. But what I'm seeing is so many circles here, and if you notice, there's even one right there. So this type of megalithic terraforming is a thing, at least in my world. I've been looking all over the place, and then I looked finally at some well, there's still a little bit of deserty, right? Right here, just south of these Mali canales. There you go. Is that funny? Can I have a sense of humor? Let's take a look at these questions here. So, I'm Joe, not David. Hey, David Archuleta. Am I freezing? Is your screen freezing? Or is it on David's end? Oh, too bad. Okay, well, I'm going to... Yeah, I got a red. What are we doing here? Maybe I should hurry up and finish this video. Because I just want to get it done. Yeah, I'm worried about that. So... Yeah, let me just finish the video because I'm going to get cut off. So here we go. Are we still there? Let me just find out. Oh, see, I can see if I can hear myself. You're making me nervous. You're making me nervous. Yeah, it's slow. Okay, it's bad. It's bad. I messed up. Yeah, let me just finish. Okay, good. I think it looks like it's messed up. All right, but as I've shown you before, take a look at these structures here. Same as in Tibesti Mountains. You can see the work. You can see the parallel lines. I'm going to get cut off soon, and I think what I'll do is I'll just take it as... every video doesn't have to be an hour. So, I think I'm done. Let's see. No? I think I'm done. Okay, well, we're hanging on. So, let's just kind of go through here and take a look. And there's so many things I would talk about. Now that piece right there, that goes across a very vast area right there. If you want to quickly measure it, we can do that. It's looks like it's more than just 1 mile. It's 42 miles. Now back out of there and go over here and look at this part right here and see how parallel those lines are. When I went in there and saw this one and this one and this one, all straight, all the same direction. That's what's going on. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I thought I solved my broadband problem. I'm not getting any more questions. Keep on asking questions, and that'll encourage the broadband. But other than that, I've shown you what I wanted to show. I think that this is pretty crazy. These straight lines going on for miles and miles because they're probably some type of ancient megalithic quarrying, machining, water directioning, and that's it. What's going on? No questions? Thanks for coming, guys. That's it. Yeah, we're good. It's good. Well, as far as I mean, look, 4 years ago when I saw this, I said, wow, nature's beautiful. That's what I was thinking, Joe. But yeah, it's not adding up anymore. And when I found out, because I had been wondering what was Randall Carlson talking about when he says that the people in this area here have been quarrying for hundreds and thousands of years. Well, then I just realized right there on the Eye of Africa, right north of it, we have the same type of stuff. And ever since I realized, wait, this is not natural, because I said, oh, nature is beautiful. That's so beautiful, where it's fractalizing. Well, it is fractalizing in many ways, but with a little help of somebody. And that's up there and all around that north end, right by the water, where the water used to be. And now we're seeing it down here where water also used to be. Which part you're talking about? I've been doing a lot of discussions about the tribes and the last 2,500 years, the last 6,000 years, what people were there, the Ibu Morasians. This one is also something that I was looking at. It goes through this rock, right? I mean, there's all sorts of work. Where are we now? I forgot. Oh, we're over there on that side of it. So see, I didn't even look at this side of it at the time. I mean, look, if you put a gun up to my head and said, "Is that natural or not?" I wouldn't pull the trigger. I wouldn't make the choice. I wouldn't guess. But when you look at the Tibesti Mountains and the way they machined all that, well, and also if you haven't seen my work down in South Africa and the control they had, the ridges and walls and the plateaus and cliffs that look created, the nubs and the peaks that follow their ridges, the gaps and the gutters that follow their ridges, these lines are going all over the place. And I showed some in Colorado thanks to help from Zero Control, Anthony Tunstall's walls. And how about American Indian? How about from right here? Do you have any Basque in you? What type of blood do you have? These guys have a different type of blood right here. And they're supposed to be descendants of Atlantis. I mean, according to the story, Atlantis had Egypt enslaved. They were fighting with Athens. They had Tyrrhenia, which is right here, I think. I thought it was here, but now I'm thinking it's over here. So they were here. They were here. Plato wrote they were here. Herodotus wrote that people from Atlas Mountains called themselves Atlantis. They were the survivors, but they were the tribal savage ones that survived. There were also the survivors that helped build the pyramid. Oh, negative. I bet you didn't get COVID, did you? You didn't get COVID, did you, Joe? So this thing says I'm barely hanging on, but I got a green light now. Yeah, and you probably won't because blood type's O. I have O positive, and I don't believe people with O blood are getting COVID as much. I'd like to see the numbers, but they don't tell you. I like that line right there. I'm curious about this line right here. I mean, it almost goes all the way down. If you go right here, make sure you're north. It seems like that line goes all the way through, and we're talking 1,000 miles. We say, sorry about my English. I have never had a test. That's it. 1,300. That long line going across the Sahara in the middle, cutting it in half, right? That's an interesting line. Who do I think made these lines? I don't know. Because I think that these are man-made lines or intelligently designed lines right over here. All these things. I mean, it takes a while to really... Okay, I haven't found one yet, but there's a bunch of them. I think I'm in the wrong spot. Is it... Which one was it? Here, this one? And look at that. Here's another one of these circular dikes. So, Ancient megalithic terraforming, I think so. And when you have the top of this mountain also found machined, where are we? Right there. This whole plateau here is machined just like the ones in Tibesti. Now we're starting to see a pattern. We're starting to see a pattern. I mean, how wide are these parallel lines here? How wide is that? It's only a mile? 1.16 miles. Yeah, you could probably find that to be 1 mile if you work it. How many kilometers? How many yards? Can we reduce it to 2,000 yards? So 2,000 paces. 2,000 paces across. I mean, did they use paces? I don't know. And by the way, these lines that go all the way across this plateau here. They were cutting that up. They were maybe they wanted to quarry it. I don't understand why they would have such a vast quarry thing. I mean, it was originally the Ghana Empire up there, up here. Then they moved. I don't understand that history yet. I have a lot of work to do today. I'm getting another red thing. I guess I'm going to get cut. Foxcoit, where are you from? See, Joe, I thought so. 14% Basque. That's pretty special. I don't think I have any Basque in me. I should check. I should probably get one of those DNA tests as well, but it would have to be anonymous, that's for sure. I'm not going to be putting my DNA with my social security number. These lines are all in the same direction. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, I'm getting red and then green, yellow, orange, green now. I don't know what it's all about. I paid for this broadband. I should be getting a good connection. But it doesn't matter. Look at that. Those lines are pretty straight. And yeah, there's some erosion happening later. Let's see here. What's this? Where they get the gold and silver and sand? Estonia. Estonia is up here, isn't it? Can I go to Estonia without stopping? Is that it right here? Let's find lines in your country. Let me see if I'm right. How'd I do? How'd I do? Where was I? Oh, is it up here? It's there? I can't see any names. It's either there or here or not here. Maybe here. Here? Estonia is one of these three, I think. No? Oh, it's right there in front of me. Wow. Okay, I see it now. Sorry. It's right south of Finland. Okay, I got confused again. Yeah, it's very hard for me, the Eastern European countries. I know there's 50 of them. Or 49. You find any lines in your country? It's so green, you know, it's kind of hard to see anything. That's why I'm always looking in the desert. It's all clear. And every one of these mountain ranges has something going on. This mountain range has what looks like a crater. If you want to know more about this site here, go look at the videos done by... Look at this. What's that? Oh, it's a river delta. It's an ancient river delta of some sort. These aren't rivers. These are dried, right? But it's a different color. Look at this one. Why are these all so straight? So I'm pretty much done showing you the ones that I put in the thumbnail, which is right here. That's Lake Chad, and over here is the mountain. Wait, I'm not there yet. There they are. So, oh, there's probably something. There's probably something. I'll be looking around here more. Oh, and I should have reminded you to check out the... Where is it? I thought I always lose it. check out the Was This Atlantis page. Also, all over Africa are these circles. You know, if you look at Michael Telling's work, Michael Tellinger from South Africa, these circles. Now, this is in the north part. I found but these must be stone walls. I'm not. I've seen a lot of these circles all over Africa, and you notice that they break through and they create passageways into these circles when they move their homes there. But when you look at the ones that are in the middle of nowhere, South Africa, they're solid walls, and they're millions of stones. Here's what I believe somebody just put a mountain right on top. I mean, take a look at the old. You've got a circle of rock that's old, and then you've got a mountain that's brand new going right over it. You can even see the old through it. So I believe somebody was making mountains out there, and somebody was grinding down mountains. Go to the Was This Atlantis page on Facebook if you want to check these out, and the links are in each photo. And this goes back, I found this interesting thing going across in Mali, and it's very interesting. Very interesting. I followed it. You can follow it for many miles. The link is right there. Go follow that yourself. Where's my electrum was the Egyptian name for gold and silver found in sand. It was electrum. I like this line. It's going directly east-west right there. But these other lines to me are a little bit, I don't know. They're not really a sand dune as much as like a hard ridge. And they're going all over. If you want to visit that spot, it's right, where's my, I'll show you what I'm talking about. People were talking about the salt mine here in Todeni. This is the salt. Where is it? I guess it's closer. You got to get closer. There it is, right here. We've got a fort, and we've got a prison. Many people died there getting salt for the king. But just south of that, we've got these lines that start showing up in the ground, and they go on for miles and miles, and they kind of look like ancient roads or something. Now, I know that it's a big stretch when you see these curves. Nobody wants to take a curved road, but they do intersect, and they intersect everywhere. This is in the middle of the Sahara Desert. And some of the places you can see, let's get over here, you can see these lines going underneath the sand dunes. So you know these lines are much older than the sand. It's nothing modern day. And it probably at this point looks like a stretch because people think it's natural. And I might believe it's natural myself. One of the funny things I also found up here in, where was it? There was here in Chega, there's also another fort. And that fort, actually to me, where's north? Right here? Let's just make it nice to look at. That fort is also quite cool, but what you don't realize is right next door to this fort, you've got the mined and quarried mega breccia sticking out of the rock right there. So this type of mining and quarrying is seen all over the Sahara Desert. It's ancient megalithic terraforming. All right, guys. Because what I did was I used the wrong broadband connection. I think I'm still doing okay though. You can find this stuff everywhere, and you look at it. It's like, oh, that's natural. No, it's in the line. It's all lined up. It's all lined up with stuff that's a mile away. Very beautiful stuff here. And I always thought that was natural until I read what Randall Carlson said and put two and two together. He's not Team Richat. What's that? Is that a river or is that a train? That's a train? Is that a river? Oh, it must be an airstrip. I guess. Modern day stuff. And one of these places here had a road that I found and I lost it. It was going way up here, straight up. And somewhere around here at the border, we can find it. Oh, maybe it's up here. And there's a lot of natural roads here. Modern day roads because of the border. They have their modern day road on this side. They have a modern day road on this side. But that one line, I lost it. Don't know what happened to that. I mean, that probably wasn't it. I see things like this and I think they're fake. Is that a road? Or is it just a line? And you have to ask yourself, how long do volcanic dikes normally go? You know, what's the average length of a volcanic dike? 40 miles? I don't think so. Is this a berm that was created? Look at underneath it. What's going on underneath that? Oh, that's a road right there. But then you have that line going that way, which is older. Obviously, the line going this way is older. Now, were these property markers? Were they boundaries, walls? You got me on that one. Look, it looks like a circle, though. It's going into these mountains. Where are we? We are in Algeria. In the tail of the fish. I call this the fish tail. This big thing with its eye down here and its beak down here. Well, this is the fish tail. And I found a lot over here. There's a little microfish right there in Mali. And when you go there, you can pan out here and see these lines right underneath the sand dunes right here. They're right in here. You can see these lines that are much older than the sand dunes. What are they? Are they walls? Is it just dirt? And is it some type of a... I think that when you have a double line, it represents more of a canal. Like I showed you before, just a minute ago. But these types of little things, where is that one that's so big? Is that it? These types of things, I don't know if they look like they're walls or canals or what. I mean, that's kind of a 90-degree angle. I don't know what kind of a mountain forms that way. If you know a mountain that forms that way, was I gone? Okay, well, I'm going to finish this up. Look at that one right there. This one needs to go into okay, I'm going to freeze that. I'm going to put that into the good old Was This Atlantis page right after I finish this. Okay, so we can continue this conversation down below. I'm just a little bit tired of losing it. Y'all have a good one.